Okay, welcome back to some more Jujitsu of the Mind. And today we're going to go over why it's valuable for you to be intentional. Okay? And so, very important. Okay, so let's jump right in. Okay? Now, if you like the video, remember to subscribe and to also like. Okay? So this can continue to get out to more and more people and parents. Okay? So the reason why we have to be intentional is because there's one natural law that exists, and it's called the law of growth, okay, or a principle called growth. Now, the reason why that's so important is because things are always growing. They're either growing negatively or they're growing positively, okay? Now, most likely, you'll notice that things always are growing on the negative side. Things are always degrading, okay? So I'll give you an example. If you haven't cleaned your house in at least 2 months, you're going to notice that your house would have degraded, okay? So if you're a person who doesn't like washing dishes, don't wash dishes for a month and see how your kitchen looks. You have so much pests in that kitchen, it'll be unbelievable, right? As well as odor and other things that will go into a place that's degraded, okay? So that is you realizing that things are always degraded, okay? If you don't paint your house, or you don't cut the grass, if you don't clean your teeth, you don't get a bath, or whatever the case is, you don't get a haircut, so forth, then, you're going to start to see everything starting to degrade, and people are going to start saying, man, you got to do something about that, okay? So, therefore, in order for us to create the conditions that we want in life, we're going to have to be intentional, right? So that we can get the conditions that we want. Okay, so looking at it from a parent's point of view, because I have a lot of parents that watch me on here on YouTube. What you have to realize is that our children depend on us for their survival. Okay, because they don't know anything. Okay, if they could survive on their own, they wouldn't need any parents. Okay, so it is vital for parents that you do not leave your children to their own devices. Because you know that there's a natural law that says that things are always growing. And more than likely, if you're not intentional, they're going to be growing negatively. So if you don't do anything with your children, if you don't put them in any programs, like the Success for Kids program that's going to help them and develop them and give them some knowledge so that they can become winners in life, then they're going to be degraded. You're always going to be saying, man, my kid always wants to play video games. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with video games, okay? But there is, to everything, there's a plus and a minus, okay? So if you play it, but what happens is you're going to say, this guy is playing video games too much, and then you're going to say, he's not doing his homework, or he's not cleaning his room, or he's not taking other things more seriously. It's because we have to be intentional on how we go about creating the success that we want for our children. So, like I said, it's very, very important that you become intentional. So one of the things that parents make the mistake of, and a lot of people do, is that we focus more on the academic side because we think that academics is going to really make our children more successful. And yes, it's true, and also it's false, okay? Because the only way we become successful is if we acquire a lot of knowledge, not just on the academic side, but on the life side, the life skills. Now, the Success for Kids program teaches the life skills side. So, because as they're making their way to getting a black belt, which is intentional, you're working out, you're keeping fit, you're eating right, you're breathing right, you're thinking right. All of this stuff is intentional because you can't just sit home and watch TV all day. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you're going to find over time, even watching TV all day is going to lead to a degrading into your ability to earn money or your ability to hit the goals you want in your life, okay? So everything has to be intentional. So when you say, okay, now I'm looking for a program to put my child in, that's you being intentional. You're not going to wait for your child to say to you one day, hey, you know what? I want to go into the Success for Kids program, right? You're going to be proactive as a parent and say, you know what? I need to find something to put my child in so that I can intentionally help him to get the lifestyle that I want him to have later on in life. Because remember, parents, the children are depending on us for our survival. Okay? So that's the most important thing that you need to understand. Why being intentional is important, because it doesn't take much to be negative. It doesn't take much. If you don't eat right, your health will degrade. If you don't clean your teeth will degrade. If you don't get a bath, then your body's smell will degrade, and you have an odor. Okay. So in order for you to create the conditions you want in life, the positive conditions, and also the constructive. So you remember, you have a constructive side and you have a destructive side. So it's very easy to be destructive. It doesn't take much energy or effort to be destructive. It doesn't take much to be nasty to people, right? But it takes effort and it takes intention to be nice to people and to say and to have a good energy. Okay? So everything that we want to create in our life, we have to be intentional about it. Okay? So remember, if you got something out of this video, because I'm going to stop right there, okay? Because we don't want to go too long because it's getting long. So remember, you have to be intentional if you want to get the good things in life. Okay? You have to put things in place, because if not, things will just keep degrading. Okay? So if you like the video, hit the like button, and if you want to subscribe so we can send more videos. So as soon as I upload a new video, you're going to get it, and it's going to help you to be highly successful in life, which is what I want. I want to be able to be of help to you and be of benefit to you. Okay? So remember to like and subscribe. Okay? And this is the reason why you have to be intentional. Okay? And if you be intentional, then now the law of attraction is going to work for you. And we can talk about the law of attraction in another video. And but this is how it all comes together. So if you want to get your child involved in the Successful Kids program, you can send an email to bermudajujitsu@hotmail.com, and Jujitsu spelled Jujitsu. And or you can just leave a message down below, and then we can get you hooked up into the program. Okay.